Small stack to big stack. My idea of a big stack is my new goal. By the end of 2024, I want to try to accumulate 30 ounces of silver. I currently have 22. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sobriety and Silver, where I again woke up sober this morning because I went to bed sober last night. Today is 1,080 days of continuous sobriety, and it is my 116th day of stacking silver and going through penny rolls and nickel rolls, things like that. So, before I get into the 30 ounces, I do want to give a shout out to a comment that I got from a viewer who said that this person is 2 weeks sober. That is amazing. That is absolutely incredible. You are early in your sobriety, and if you're anything like me, I'm just giving you my own personal experience. Early sobriety, your main goal right now is just go to bed sober. It's your goal all through sobriety. But early sobriety, that's, I'm not saying you are, but if you are having those days where you're just gritting your fingernails or biting your fingernails and grinding and just struggling to get through that day, even if you got to call 20 people, whatever your plan is, go to bed sober that night. And I congratulate you on your 2 weeks. You got a whole new life ahead of you. Find something that you enjoy doing every day. I enjoy waking up first thing in the morning. Usually my dogs get me up. But I get up early and start catching other stackers' channels, man. T-Square Talk is one of the first ones, or it is the first one I watch. And then I'll wait for Coin Shop Chris, Ron's Basement, Salivate Metal, Pirate Stacker. I'll wait for all them guys to put their videos out. And that keeps me occupied during the day. It helps me learn more about what I'm doing here stacking. So find you something that you really enjoy, that you really love to do, enjoy doing, and go to bed sober. Going to bed sober and waking up sober is an absolute amazing feeling. I congratulate you. I can't congratulate you enough. I'm very happy for you, and I am praying for you. Keep going. All right. With that, I have 22 ounces of silver. I am on a very limited budget. When I got sober in 2021, December 3rd, 2021, when I left rehab and came home, I was starting completely over. I mean, completely over. My wife was working. I was not. I had to start building my life back up. And just like during my active alcoholism, I found that I was horrible with money because getting sober, you find out, especially when you drank as long as I did, I was the type of alcoholic where there was never any change in the house or anything like that. I mean, I would spend all the money on alcohol, and if I would start withdrawing or anything like that, or even before I knew I was going to withdraw, there was never any pennies laying around, nickels, dimes. Boy, let there be a quarter laying around the house, it's gone. I was stacking, but for a different reason. So it took me a while to realize I'm very bad with money. I'm horrible with it. My wife and I, we got one of those safes that look like a book, and we were going to put cash in it. This is before I got stacking silver. We were going to put cash in it, and we were going to save our money, and boy, we were happy if we had $300-400 in that book. We were doing it. Well, yeah, that didn't last, man. That if we wanted anything, whether it was something we actually needed or not, that money, it just didn't last. So I'm glad that I got into stacking silver, and my wife is backing me 100% with this. because it's forcing us to save money. Every time I get a good deal on silver or, junk silver, anything like that, this is, in a way, I mean, it's not forcing me, but I am way more less likely to say, man, I really want something that I really don't need. I'm going to go trade in all this silver so I can get it. Versus if I had that cash in that book, it just, this is a great way to save money. So my new goal is I want to try to accumulate 30 ounces by the end of the year. Now, in 2025, depending on what the financial situation is and things like that, I'll set a new goal for the entire year where I've not been stacking for a whole year. I'm just getting a feel for it and whatnot. But anyway, all right, I do apologize about the gap there. There was an edit. I lost my train of thought, so I had to hit the pause button real quick. That's what I do. All right, another thing I want to talk about is gold flakes. All right, I know that's strange from going from making a gold to stacking silver to talking about gold flakes. And the only reason I want to talk about this, I was flipping through YouTube and I saw a guy. Now, the video was about a year or two old. It might have been 2 years. But it was talking about Venezuela, about their fiat currency absolutely crashing. And this was back in like 2016 or 2018. Anyway, where I was out of the loop for so long and not really caring about current events and things like that, old news is new news to me. So I got digging into it, and yeah, it's the Venezuelans actually had to use gold flakes as a form of currency because of the country's hyperinflation and economic collapse in 2018. Their inflation rate reached like, it's not like, hold on, I got it right here. 130,060% in 2018 and 9,586% in 2019. So their local currency, which was the bolivar, I hope I'm saying it right, made it worthless. Now, I'm not a doomsdayer. I'm not a prepper. And if you are, trust me, I envy you because you're going to be prepared. I am getting gold backs and I am stacking the junk silver and things like that. But if our fiat currency collapses, should us as stackers have gold flakes? And I was watching another video. I Googled it. And there was actually a reporter in Venezuela watching people. They had little wooden bowls with gold flakes in it that they had shaved off of their, gold bars or whatever. And they were just dumping it into the hands of, whatever they were buying. If they were buying groceries or whatever, they were just, and they were using it as currency. So as stackers, if we are concerned about our dollar crashing that bad, is this something that we should think about? Because even a gram of gold right now is around $90, maybe $100. I haven't bought any gold other than gold backs, so I don't pay a whole lot of attention to what gold prices are. I'm more concerned with the silver. And then, I hear about, you have junk silver that can be used for barter and trade and stuff like that. But another concern I would have is if you're taking 90% silver and trying to trade it or use it as currency, are people going to know the difference between the value of a 90% silver quarter and a 2023 quarter that has absolutely no value other than a promise? Where gold is recognizable. I mean, pretty much everybody knows what gold is. And I am not, absolutely not, knocking junk silver, constitutional silver. I think it's very important to have. It's easy to get if you can find a good deal on eBay. I've got most of my stuff from eBay, and a lot of it I got under melt. And I think if you can take the time and find that, it's an absolutely good investment. But again, it's like the gold back. I was thinking last night, all right, the gold back, it's a good investment for a prepper, right? To be able to trade privately at like a flea market or a yard sale or a little farmer's market and stuff like that. But you're not going to be able to take that and go to Walmart with a 10 note gold back or a single note gold back and then accept it, because once they accept it, even if they did accept it, what do they do with it? They can't deposit it in their bank. They can't do anything with it except put it in a safe. What's the end result of the gold back? Where does it go? Who's going to accept it? Who's going to, if boy, let me try to make sense here. I go to Walmart and I buy groceries because I have no cash whatsoever. And the dollar has collapsed to the point where I'm using my gold backs, and they do accept it. They can't do anything with it. They got it, but what are they going to do with it? Am I making sense here? So, do you think, in a good idea to maybe have some gold flakes, or I don't know, you can't, like 1/4 gram of gold, things like that. I know the premiums are ridiculous, but if the fiat dollar absolutely crashes like it did in Venezuela, wouldn't it be handy to have some of that stuff? So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I have rambled on. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit now. Guess I got a little worked up. Anyway, thank you guys for taking your time to hang out with me, watch my video. If you're interested in this kind of content and you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 250 subscribers by the end of November. I'm currently at 221, so I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from you guys. I love the comments. 2 weeks sober, absolutely amazing. Go to bed sober tonight. Wake up sober in the morning, and next thing you know, you're going to be living. You're going to enjoy life. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.